everyone, Chivos here, bring you another Football Manager 2016 video. It's time for another episode of my Pentagon challenge. We'll get into things as we always do. We're about halfway through the Brazilian First Division. There's nothing really to report on, so I thought I'd just join you guys at the best possible time. And, I mean, we're here. We're 20 games through. There's 18 left to play. The Brazilian Cup starts for us soon. So, it's about halfway through the season. Now, obviously, we haven't qualified for Copa Libertadores yet. It's far too early for that to be happening. But, you know, we're still sitting first on the table of 41 points. We have a 6-point gap over Flamengo. But, as I said, there's still a lot of the season left to be played. But we do look in a strong position, which is fantastic to see. Fernando, Daniel Antonio starting to score goals now. Antonio still the highest average rating and the most assists. He's a fantastic player. Transfer-wise, what's been happening since I last saw you? Not too much. Obviously, Marcus Vinicius was sold the last time I saw you. Since then, no sales. But we have brought in 2 ins. The first one is Javago. Sounds like Travago, but it's Javago. We got him from Corinthians for £93,000. A 20-year-old striker. I've bought him because he's promising. There's no other reason about it. You know, for the price we've paid, there's no point complaining about it. We'll take a gamble. It's only 100k. I know he's only made 2 appearances in his career, but it's 100k. We can't go wrong. On the other hand, we brought in Flavio from Vasco da Gama. 73k, he can play striker, can also play centre attacking mid. 3.5 star current ability, 3.5 star potential ability, 31 years old. Point is, used to be a Palmeiras player. He starts off at Atletico Mineiro in the game. And normally he's a very good prospect. Obviously he hasn't fully developed in this save, but as you can see here, he's come back to Brazil. And he started to perform, which is decent. I'm not expecting him to score too many goals. I'm expecting him to be a bit of a playmaker, which is what I'm hoping. Schedule-wise, I'll show you what's been happening. So, obviously, the last time I saw you, Copa Libertadores semi-final. Sao Paulo, we beat them 1-0. We lost 2-0 to Criciúma. Should have beaten them. Disappointing result overall. We beat America RN 2-0. We beat Atletico Paranaense 2-1. We lost to Santos 1-0. We beat Náutico 1-0. We beat Vitória 2-1. We then lost to Goiás 2-1. We scored in the first minute and conceded 2-2. Disappointing. We beat Vasco da Gama 1-0. We beat Sport 2-0. We beat Fluminense 3-1. And then the last 3 games we've had a bit of poor form. We lost 2-1 to Cruzeiro, 1-0 to Grêmio, and drew 1-0 with Quero. So the problem is a bit of a dip in form, and we can't afford to be dipping in form. We've gone from 10 points clear to 6 points clear. A loss today could only see us 3 points clear, and that is not what we're looking for if we want to qualify for the Copa Libertadores. We need to stay in the top 3, or we need to win the Brazilian Cup. Now, we know the Brazilian Cup was our strength last season. I'm hoping it can be a strength again this season, but I'd prefer to finish respectably in the league and guarantee it through the league performances. But, no, we just have to see what happens. Squad-wise, what's been happening? We'll go to the tactics screen because that's where things are best for me. 37 appearances for Rodolfo has secured his spot in the first team. Alexander, 45 games this season at right back. Incredible. He is developing to be quite a player. 19 years old. He's great. Figueiredo has managed to nail down a first team spot. So has Max. So Andre Luiz is the starting left back. Although he prefers the right back, best left back at the club, he may as well play there. We have Romulo and Roberto Chavez starting in the defensive midfield roles. We have Douglas, who is finally making his return back from injury. Neto is playing the centre attacking midfield role. We have Matthias there. And we also have Flavio if we need. We have Daniel Antonio banging the goals on the left-hand side. He's made 39 appearances. Leo Jaba sometimes plays in the left-hand side. Where is Leo Jaba? He's down here. He's made 24 substitute appearances, so he normally comes on when Antonio comes off. And then Fernando leads the line with 20 goals. Dow is back from his injury, but struggling to find the back of the net. So for that reason, Fernando starts. So let's get into today's game against Portuguesa and see if we can manage to pick up a win. Portuguesa are currently sitting 19th. I didn't think they were that low, to be honest. If I had known that, I probably would have recorded another game. But the next game's against Chiara, I think it is. Or that was the last game. One of the two. I think it was the last game. But we play against Portuguesa. Then we have to play them in the Brazilian Cup as well. They're playing a 4-1-3-1-1. Very weird formation. Surely we can overcome this. We need to overcome it. Because we need a win. We do need a win. We need to continue our dream. I'd love to win the league. You know, it was very disappointing that we went out to Atletico Mineiro. That was the last time I obviously saw you. It was disappointing that we went out of the Copa Libertadores. Atletico Mineiro went on to win it 3-2. So that just tells you that they were the strongest side. They beat us and they won it. So there is no shame in that. Although I think we should have gone through. We should have beaten Atletico Mineiro. And, you know, we just failed to take our chances. It cost us in the end. So we've had to go through this season, perform well this season, then get Copa Libertadores next season, which is what I'm hoping. And things are on par, they're on schedule at the moment, but we need to be consistent. Consistency is the key. If we're not consistent, we're not going to stay up there. I think we've lost 4, maybe 5 games in the league so far this season, which isn't too bad, losing 5 games, but in a 38-game season, you're losing 5. It is a bit worrying. We want to be losing like 4, 5 throughout the whole season, not just the halfway point. So we're very lucky other teams are slipping up, because if other teams weren't slipping up, then we'd be in some serious trouble. But it's half-time. It's 0-0. We're going to go back into the second half. We are having a lot more of the game than Portuguesa, but we failed to find the back of the net, which is worrying. I wouldn't be happy with the draw here either. I think we need the 3 points against 19th position. There's nothing more we need. We need the 3 points. We need to continue for Copa Libertadores. If we're not qualifying for Copa Libertadores, then we're not going to do the Pentagon. You know, we've still got 4 Champions Leagues left to go. We did so well in our first time with Palmeiras here. We nearly got to the final. If we had won, it would have been great. But now, we need this season. We need this season. I hope we can get Copa Libertadores final next season if we can. That's good. It means we're progressing. Fernando, thank you. Douglas is just come back, and he's already providing assists like that. Fernando has now scored 21 goals this season. That's fantastic for him. But as I was saying, if we can win the Copa Libertadores next season, it would be fantastic. Purely because we still have the North American Champions League, the African Champions League, and then obviously the European Champions League. So we still have 4 Champions Leagues to go. This one, not too bad, I don't think. I think we have a decent chance. We're going to make a sub here. Neto off for Flavio. He's going to say the same attacking midfielder role, just fresh legs. Rest Neto, and Flavio, the veteran, can come in. Now, as I was saying, Copa Libertadores, if we win it, that's fine. You know, I think we have a lot better chance here than we did at Arema. Obviously, Arema, first team in the save. We did well. Then we went to Johanbach. We struggled quite a bit at Johanbach, but we found our feet. Johanbach have now won the K-League Classic for the last 4 years. Incredible. So we made something of Johanbach. We're going to make another change here. I want to take Luis off, but I will. For Ramalho. No, that was not what I wanted to do. I'll take Luis off for Ramalho. Thank you. And then I'm going to make one final change. I don't know who to bring on. I think maybe I bring on Fabiano for Fernando. Why not? Can he play the advanced forward? He can. And that's why we're going to play him like that. So, yeah, Johanbach won the league the last 4 years in a row. Johanbach still a very good side. Although it did take us, I think, 5 seasons with Johanbach, maybe 6 seasons to get our Copa Libertadores win now. So here, we've been here for approximately 2 seasons now. By the end of this season, it'll be 2.5. But 2 seasons down, and things are looking up. We've nearly won a Copa Libertadores, and hopefully we can make the final next year. That's all I can say. The final is important. The final whistle's blown here, though. It's a 1-0 win. We've beaten Portuguesa. It's a good win. Now, Flamengo need to play their game. We're currently 10 points clear of Santos. Sao Paulo still have to play, and Flamengo still have to play as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to process a day. We'll see if Flamengo play, which they do. Do Sao Paulo play? They do. So let's see these guys play their games, and then we'll see where we sit on the league table, because that will give us a good understanding of how things are coming. Because I don't think I'm going to join you guys until the Brazilian Cup final, if we get to it. That's the thing, if we get to it. Or if we have a bit of a league battle on our hands. So Flamengo have won Sao Paulo have lost to Atletico Mineiro, which is good for us. So the league table stands like this. 21 games played for every team. We're on 44 points. Flamengo still 6 points behind us. So next time we play Flamengo, it's going to be a big game. It's not too far away. I'm not going to bring you to it, though, because it's not too important in the context of the season yet, because it's still so far away. If things change, then maybe. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like we need to do it. On the other hand, Gremio, 8 points behind us. So top 3, 10 points. It's looking good for Copa Libertadores already. But saying that, there's still 17 games left to play. And it's obviously not guaranteed. But that's going to be it for today. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe to see more of my Pentagon challenge. And hopefully I catch you guys on another video.